Did you know that for this show, Ralph Macchio was 56 years old at the release of this series, which was 4 years older than Pat Morita was at the time of the release of The Karate Kid. So, the final season of Cobra Kai is here, and I have to say Cobra Kai has been one of my favorite shows in a very long time. It's just such a well-written show. I'm going to be really sad come 2025 when it's over. And I gotta say, I was a little late to the party when it came to Cobra Kai. My friend Chris from high school was the one who turned me onto it, and I didn't start watching Cobra Kai until it was already bought out by Netflix. So I'm just going to tell you my thoughts and a couple of hopes theories I have on the first episode and what I'm hoping happens with this first part. So I liked how we started off on a pretty good note. There's a lot of peace that's being made. Here, the rivalries are starting to end. Things are kind of getting back to normal, but there are still some rivalries that need to be figured out. There's still kind of that tension between Chosen, Daniel, and Gianni to kind of share the load because they're all preparing for the Sekai Taikai and they want to, have a name to represent all of their karate styles, and they're figuring stuff out. It wasn't as much tension as I thought it was going to be because I'm kind of getting over the whole tension and the whole rivalries thing. Like, that gets old. It was good to see there were still some rivalries left in this first episode, but they were quickly resolved. And I was really digging the bringing Sean back. That was really cool. I hope he gets some more screen time this season. The fight scene that took place, Sean, Kenny versus Miguel, Robbie, and then Sam and Tori joined in. That was pretty sick. That was pretty cool to see that. I mean, Sean is a natural fighter. I think it would be cool to have Sean be a part of the Sekai Taikai. I don't think he will, but he's just always had that natural fight in him. But he's a scrapper. He's a big dude. He can definitely throw people and throw punches and kicks. It's a very natural fighter. He would actually be really good for Cobra Kai, but I just don't think he's going to really be utilized maybe as much as I hope he will be, but we'll see. I've only seen the first episode right now. I like the topic of legacy as, Sekai Taikai. This is the biggest of the biggest, this is, in the first Karate Kid movie, it was big, it was big enough for Daniel to be part of the All Valley tournament, learning karate, but now Mr. Miyagi's gone, but there's still so much of his legacy left. And, there was some harkening back to the Karate Kid movies in this first episode, which is pretty cool. And, just everyone's starting to really evaluate the legacy they want to leave, the legacy that they want to continue, especially when it comes to, the international world of karate, because we've seen all sorts of karate factions out there, and I can't wait to see Kim Sun-young's faction of Karate Branch, because those guys are hardcore. I'm really excited to see that. I'm just excited to see what legacies hold and what legacies are either adapted or just kind of forgotten completely. And then there were some kind of moments in the first episode where some characters were going through a crisis. Like Chosen, for example, I really am digging Chosen. He's an amazing character. He had an amazing character development the last couple seasons. He's starting to have kind of that internal crisis of, he wants to go all in on the world tournament, but he wants to also live a life worth living, right? And he's got a thing for Kumiko, and he feels kind of lost. It seemed like he felt kind of lost right now, where he felt like all he has is karate, and I'm hoping that some stuff turns around for him, and he gets a happy ending. He gets Kumiko, and and all the stuff that he's looking for in life. So it's just lots of just thought-provoking moments in this first episode. And then my hopes and some theories for just how this first part is going to go. I'm just really interested to see what happens with Kreese and his relationship with Kim and just his journey, and maybe see some Terry Silver in there and what happens with that relationship. I have a couple dark theories that as we progress through this season, there's going to be some sad things happening. Hopefully nobody dies, but I have a feeling there's going to be some pretty sad things that happen, just because we're getting to that point where you've seen the damage karate can do. People have been just wailing on each other with all sorts of things. In the last, the finale episode for last season, there's a sword fight, a couple sword fights. So it's starting to become very life-threatening at this point, and I'm kind of anticipating that there might be a moment for one or two characters, maybe more, where their life is severely threatened. Maybe they get, they're bordering on death. Like, I have no idea what to expect, but I just have a feeling that it's going to get dark because they're bringing in kind of that unseen force of the Kim Sung Young karate, and he is he's brutal. He's the one who taught Kreese everything. So I mean, that's nothing to mess with. The simple hopes I have are like the rivalries are finally resolved. People live in peace. Just stop fighting and start uniting, because there's a lot of things at stake here for a lot of people, and karate for a lot of these guys means the world, and it's a big part of who they are. So I'm really excited to see what the rest of part 1 has to offer. So for this first episode, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10 Mudflaps. And remember to leave me a thumbs up and drop in the comments below. What is your biggest hope for part 1 of Cobra Kai? See you next time.